This is the end of program showcase for our Bay Area cohort of the Founder Catalyst program in partnership with JP Morgan. My name is Farishte Amarsi, and I'm a director here at Techstars. I've had the pleasure of running Founder Catalyst programs alongside my team at Techstars and our wonderful partners at JP Morgan. For anyone who's joining us for the first time, Founder Catalyst is a pre-accelerator program we run over 10 weeks to bring education, mentorship, and our network in support of early stage founders. We do this by working with partners who are committed to developing and supporting founders and ecosystems in meaningful ways. More specifically, to bring that mission to life in the Bay Area, we partner with JP Morgan's Women on the Move team, as well as the Office of LGBT+ Affairs to support women founders. So I hope you're as excited as I am for today's showcase to celebrate entrepreneurs in the Bay Area with a special focus on Oakland. Today's showcase is the culmination of everyone's hard work and dedication. Of course, I mean our selected founders and also our mentors, speakers, partners, and the teams working together behind the scenes to make this program happen. Founder Catalyst is truly a team effort, and I want to take this moment to recognize everyone who's been involved in so many ways. Without a constellation of teams and people, the program would not have been possible. So thank you very much to the mentors, speakers, and partners for all you continue to do to support founders on their journey. The founders and we at Techstars are grateful for your insights and for embodying our Give First value throughout the program. So we can't wait to show you how much the founders have grown since we kicked off just 10 weeks ago. Of course, I want to take a moment to say a big note of gratitude to my team, Katie, Talisha, Hannah, Neil, Cheryl, Lucia. Thank you for all you do and all our Zoom calls for pulling off yet another program together. It's been fun. And also a special shout out goes out to the folks at JP Morgan, Sam, Lauren, Anna, Charlotte, Raul, and Olga. Thank you very much for your partnership and collaboration. It has been awesome working together on such a meaningful program. So we're ready to get this showcase started. I'm going to turn it over shortly to Sam Saperstein to tell you more about JP Morgan's commitment to supporting women entrepreneurs. After hearing from Sam, we're going to jump right into our founders' pitches. And after you've heard the pitches, you'll get a chance to connect with all our founders live in breakout rooms. So settle in. We've got a great showcase in store for you. Over to you, Sam.
Thank you to our amazing partners at Techstars for inviting me to join the conclusion of the Founder Catalyst program in Oakland. My name is Sam Saperstein, and I'm the head of Women on the Move at JP Morgan Chase. Women on the Move is our firm's global program designed to advance women in their careers, personal finances, and businesses. In this role, I have the privilege to expand opportunities for women and LGBT+ owned businesses in partnership with the Office of LGBT+ Affairs, which is a global initiative dedicated to advancing equity and inclusion for the LGBT+ community. Today, we're here to celebrate the commitment and resilience of women entrepreneurs and all of the work you've put into your business during the program. Women-owned enterprises continue to be underfunded. As of last year, women received only 2% of venture capital in the U.S. That's why we know it's so critical to support them at the earliest stages of their business journey. Through the Techstars Founder Catalyst program, we're helping address this issue by bridging the gap for founders who have historically been overlooked and underestimated. We've already seen amazing results and wins from the first 3 cohorts of this program, and we're so excited to hear from the Oakland founders today. We are proud of having been part of this effort, and we hope you've been armed with the tools, resources, and connections you need to take your business to the next level. At JP Morgan Chase, we are committed to opening up more opportunities for founders to grow their companies, and we hope our firm can continue to support you in that journey. I'd like to extend my appreciation to my JP Morgan Chase colleagues, investors, Techstars partners, and our founders' friends and families. Thank you for all of your support, and congratulations to all the participants. I'm looking forward to hearing more about each one of your companies and the important challenges that you're tackling. I hope you all enjoy today's event.
Hi, my name is Zoya, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Accent. Accent is using AI to make thoughtful corporate gifting easy. In March 2020, we all had to begin remote work. We had to use Zoom to stay connected, and we lost physical connection with one another. Companies tripled their gifting budgets and sent out hundreds of gifts as a way to stay connected. Noticing this, we launched a greeting card company to help clients like Zoom and Duolingo connect with their employees. After interviewing them about their pain points, we realized that corporate America spent $50 billion on employee gifts, but spent way too much time, money, and energy creating gifting campaigns. It actually takes a company 90 hours to build one gifting campaign. Worse, gifting is extremely analog. It's hard to coordinate and it's hard to measure its impact. And let's face it, corporate gifts suck. They do. They're generic with company logos slapped on there. It's thoughtless gifting. It all boils down to companies not knowing how to use gifting as a strategic tool to connect, motivate, and engage with their employees. And that's where Accent comes in. We make gifting easy and measurable. Just click a button and all the admin work is done for you. So how does our platform run? Well, step one, we use AI to create recommendations on the best gifts to send to a recipient that they'll love using self-reported and HR data. Step two, it's hard to keep track of everyone's locations and preferences, but our platform tracks and keeps the most up-to-date information on file for our clients. And step three, on Access Dashboard, companies can easily monitor their annual spend and budget for different gifting campaigns and measure the satisfaction and the engagement their gifts had. Our business model is simple. We get our foot in the door with smaller contracts focused on more niched holidays and moments. Then from there, we roll out to other internal teams after they see how easy it is to use Accent's platform. Duolingo was our prime example for this, as we started with a smaller gift campaign and then we landed 6 more gifting contracts with their internal marketing, sales, and influencer teams. Today, we've worked with Google, Zoom, and other Fortune 500 companies. We've generated over $142,000 since launching in April, and we are on track to double our revenues by the end of this year. Our MRR is $20,000 and our growth is 41%. Our target teams at companies are employee groups, managers, and marketing and people operation teams. We're Team Accent, and as mentioned, we're all second-time founders in this space. Our ask today is for introductions to VCs interested in the direct-to-mail startup industry and interested mentors working in the sales, marketing, and HR teams. And together, we can restore workplace connections through the power of gifting. Thank you.
Over 2/3 of Black and Hispanic adults say they won't be able to manage an unexpected $1,000 medical bill. Hi, I'm Maria Elena Carmela Abraham, co-founder and CEO of Zigit. I have 15 plus years experience working in payments and with employers. I'm also a registered investment advisor. My CTO, Michael Blanton, is an experienced fintech architect and engineer. He's also a licensed insurance broker. We have worked together in fintech for almost 20 years and are Visa and PayPal alumni. We also have a small team of part-time contributors. I know firsthand the intergenerational impact benefits make to financial stability. I come from a large Hispanic family and have almost 100 cousins. I see the financial instability in my extended family. Many are hourly workers who have never had health, savings, or retirement benefits. With no safety net and living paycheck to paycheck, absorbing the financial shocks we all face means not making the rent or hungry kids. My cousins are not alone. 82 million hourly workers don't have benefits, with minorities impacted the most. These employees, gig workers, and contractors make up almost 60% of the U.S. labor force, and their number is growing. Employers struggle to provide benefits because they were designed for high-salaried employees. Hourly wages are too low compared to the benefits costs and administration effort. Yet, employers are often required by law to provide benefits. Zigit is a portable single source for hourly worker health insurance and retirement, as well as savings, financial planning, and gamified education, all with the low cost and zero administration employers need. Employers pay a small monthly fee per employee. Zigit also gets revenue from insurance commissions and advisor fees. As we add more products, there will be additional revenue streams. We expect to be in the black with as few as 6,000 workers. With Zigit, benefits are no longer just employer-based. Our portability means workers keep Zigit and their benefits when they change jobs. Zigit stays with them for lifelong impact. During our SMB paid pilot, employers love simply registering and then leaving us with the rest. Workers love being able to choose which benefits fit them. Our mission is to bring hourly workers financial stability through benefits. Partnerships with eTips and About Face will give Zigit access to 500,000 workers. We are starting to connect with SMBs as well through Chase and are in discussions with a national insurance company that may help us reach even more. Our clients love Zigit. Jamie says Zigit has given her family financial security they've never had, while Bruce, an employer, says Zigit feels like a breath of fresh air. Go ahead and download our app and check it out for yourselves. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, this is Selena Calle. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Advocate. During my practice as a lawyer, I realized that sometimes getting access to a lawyer can be a privilege instead of a right. That is because of the expense of the legal services. Therefore, people are prone to right abuses because they don't know what to do when they face a problem or they have any legal doubt. They don't know the legislation. The annual American expenses on legal fees during the last year was $10 billion. So, Advocate is a mobile app that uses artificial intelligence with the objective to empower users, offering them to any legal question or doubt that they have, reliable answers, simple answers, and affordable ones. So, how it works? It is very straightforward. You ask any question. I will search in the database, and then I will suggest you the best answer to resolve any problem that you have. According to that service, the legal tech market revenue has been increasing during the last years in billions. And that happens all around the world, North America, Europe, Asia, Pacific. So our business models includes a subscription. One is free subscription and the other is premium. In the free subscription, the customers have access to Q&A. So, for example, to simple or regular questions, family issues, driving issues, or neighborhood complaints, so they can look for questions and find their answers. But in the premium model, the customer has access to a huge variety of services, making their experience very useful all the time. So our team is confirmed by me, the CEO. I graduated from Duke Law School last year. I have been working as a lawyer during the last 5 years. I am also my co-founder, Marilu. She's an expert in client advisory. She has been working in the most important bank in Peru for the last 12 years. And Jesus, who is our IT engineer, he has been graduated from the PhD program from Duke and now is currently working in Berkeley University. So our timeline is very simple. During the first quarter, we are looking to hire a software engineers to work so hard in the codes. And the second quarter, we are going to do the testing and launch the app. In the third quarter, we are going to do the marketing campaigns. And in the last quarter, we are going to focus on customer retention. So let us help you. Advocate, legally good, anytime, anywhere.
My name is Dr. Bird Olmsted. I'm a psychologist and CEO and co-founder of AirBear. At 12 years old, I had a traumatic event while flying. Needless to say, it's been a challenge since then. But at AirBear, we're changing the face of travel. Because I wasn't alone. Over 20 million Americans are diagnosed with aviophobia or fear of flying. Globally, we're looking at 100 million. And then for mild to moderate travel stress, that number explodes to 3.2 billion people who are affected. And travel anxiety isn't like other forms of anxiety, like general anxiety. It can include fear of heights, fear of losing control, panic symptoms, and claustrophobia. Anxiety also doesn't happen in the in-flight experience alone. It can include anticipatory anxiety when we're booking our flight or on our way to the airport. Then there's turbulence, takeoff, landing. And then post-flight, deplaning, trying to find a rideshare, getting through customs. Needless to say, COVID has not made travel anxiety easier on any of us. So that's why at AirBear, our mission is to bring joy back to travel. Our product integrates meditation content, biofeedback, and an assistant, all powered by machine learning for a personalized, passive relaxation experience. How does it work? We provide tactile feedback through your wearable while collecting your heart rate to keep it at an optimal level. Our model is B2C, subscription-based, pay-per-flight, as well as in-app purchases. We're also looking at partnering with airlines and other air travel retailers. Imagine 20 million people not flying, on average paying $500 towards airline travel annually. That is upwards of $1 billion in lost revenue for the airline industry. So why partner with AirBear? We want to decrease the loss of revenue for airlines. We know that the travel industry is seeing the value of wellness technology, and we want to support the travel sector on the bounce back. Some of our competitors include Apollo Neuro and Muse, Sky Guru, and TripIt. We take the best of these technologies and bring them together for a seamless experience. Our team is equipped to face the challenges that travel faces. With experience from Roblox and Kaiser Permanente, we're ready. So let's go. We're looking for corporate partners, including corporate wellness, corporate travel, other startups, and airport retailers. Please don't hesitate to reach out and join our beta at airbear.ai.
Hi, my name is Anna Kogan. I'm a founder and CEO of Duck Fund. My husband is a real estate investor. Every time he wants to buy a new commercial property, he needs to pay a soft deposit up to 10% of the property price just to unlock the papers. In case there are several properties on the table, it's a fortune to freeze on the escrow account, causing a lot of pain. He said, for me, soft deposit loans will be super helpful. I can 5 times increase the number of the deals on the table. I myself spent 13 years in fintech and got my MBA degree from Stanford in 2021. After long conversations about the real estate market with my husband during COVID on campus, I came up with the solution for my husband's pain point and created Duck Fund. Duck Fund lends money to real estate investors to fund soft deposits with no credit checks at affordable interest rates. The analysis we conducted revealed that 100% of real estate deals require soft deposits of 5% of property price on average. Real estate investors are frustrated to freeze their money to just unlock the papers for the due diligence. Our solution is an online lending platform where a client can apply for soft deposit funding in less than 1 minute and get approval within 24 hours. At Duck Fund, we keep everything simple and transparent. We register an SPV for the deal, pay a deposit on behalf of the buyer, and then transfer the ownership of the SPV to the buyer if he or she decides to acquire the property. The real estate market is growing 7% historically, and the market opportunity is more than $500 billion. Our revenue estimate in 5 years is $1.2 billion. Our unique deal structure substantially decreases the credit risks and brings higher returns using cost-effective go-to-market through partnerships with the realtors. We raise funding from major hedge funds and provide them 8% return on that capital for zero credit risk. Why we want to do it now? During ongoing crisis, the availability of working capital credit lines for real estate investors squeezes, and funding becomes much more challenging. However, each deal still requires a self-deposit capital allocation. Our unit economics is straightforward. We just charge 2% monthly plus legal fees. Unlike competitors, which are credit lines, almost impossible to get for self-deposit funding, and own money with highest cost of capital, we offer short-term funding, always available and easy accessible. Duck Fund is built by a team of fintech enthusiasts and just brilliant people. Women Power from Stanford, supported by strong will and character of our talented and super experienced CTO who created the MVP of Duck Fund platform in just 1 month. I'm proud to be a part of this team on a mission to make real estate acquisition affordable for broader audience.
I'm Aurora Diaz, and I'm the founder of the Jefas. Jefas means female bosses in Spanish. Growing up in Richmond, California, entrepreneurship was not a word you heard in an inner city public school system. However, my mom sold Mary Kay in the 90s, so from a young age I got to see the excitement around cosmetics with my aunts and my cousins, who were so eager to buy everything from my mom. In this pink briefcase you see here, she would just pull it out, and immediately everybody would just take out money from their wallets. And this is still seen today, because Latinas spend $8 billion a year on cosmetics, and we're the fastest growing segment of beauty spenders in this country. However, there is currently no beauty subscription box or e-commerce that features Latina-founded beauty brands. The Jefas is building the first e-commerce and shopping destination for these brands, and a first beauty subscription box model with 4 full-size beauty items for $35 a month as an entryway to find and discover these products. Latinas over-index as makeup purchasers by almost 2x over all other groups. And there's 28 million of us in this country. Latinos have a $1.7 trillion spending power, and in California alone, we encompass 1 out of 5. Over the next 5 years, there is a 34% growth in beauty product spend versus 17% for non-Latinas. And over the last 2 years, there's been a 50% increase in Latina-founded beauty brands. They want to place their products somewhere, but traditionally, these brands are not getting into the large brick and mortars. So what we're building is a product of first. We have 10 beauty brands committed for our upcoming launch of 2023 with our beauty subscription box model, and later rolling out a full-fledged e-commerce experience. Our influencers, as well as our clubhouse and our email subscription, are all part of our go-to-market strategy. We will be cross-promoting with brands, and we've done so already through our Instagram. People are eager to say, when is this launching? How can I purchase this and take my money? Our competitors, BoxyCharm and Ipsy, have realized the power of the Latino spending power. Thus far, they have BoxyCharm Latinx and have translated everything to Spanish. However, this is inauthentic, and the Latino consumer can see this. 13 Lune, our closest competitor, focuses on both e-commerce for Black and Brown beauty, not just Latina beauty alone. Our team is the one ideal to build this. We have experience in e-commerce, tech, beauty, and I was recently named Inicio Ventures 100 Rising Latinx Founders to Watch. Hispanic consumers are an important market for brands to reach, making up 18% of US makeup sales in 2019. So we're just getting started. And if you want to be part of this movement, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Hello. How many photos of your child are there in a school yearbook? I bet you won't be surprised if I say it's a couple of them. In today's day and age, when 1.72 trillion images are taken of our children every year, how's that acceptable? My name is Mudita Singhal. When my now teenager was in 2nd grade, she internalized not having any photos of her in the yearbook to not being pretty, popular, or chosen. That was a heartbreaking moment for me. After years of waiting for innovation to happen, my husband and I decided to put our expertise to good use and are disrupting the 200-year-old yearbook industry. Let's look at the problem more closely. We know that yearbook creators are doing their best to remain inclusive and choose the best set of photos from the thousands of photos collected for this purpose. But since it's all done manually, the status quo is to create a one-size-fits-all yearbook, and there's just not enough space to show more of each child. The bigger problem remains that busy parents have a lot of guilt in not doing enough to preserve the growth and journey of their children. So, what are the options? Parents like me think that someday they will create a yearbook for each of their children. I can attest that even for a photo fanatic like me, it remains a pipe dream for many. So, we consider school yearbooks as a stopgap, even though they hardly show our child and their growth. Our solution is to use AI and machine learning technology to convert the traditional yearbook to yearbooks tailored for each child, showing more photos of the child in their community in their copy of the yearbook. We envision the yearbooks to become the one place for storing not only their memories, but their growth, preferences, and writing samples, artwork, certificates, etc. These yearbooks are available in printed, digital, or video formats to celebrate, remember, and share the growth of the child with friends and family. Change is hard, so we keep the process largely unchanged and follow what yearbook coordinators are used to doing. They collect the photos and design the traditional yearbook. Our patent pending technology personalizes the yearbooks to replace some, not all the photos on the page, with photos relevant to the recipient, depending on the availability of the photos, of course. A big differentiation is that no other yearbook company can personalize the inside pages. We have started with a B2B2C model because we want to tap into the $2 billion school yearbook market. In the long term, we see ourselves expanding in the direct-to-consumer space. We are piloting in a few Bay Area schools, estimated to bring in 1,200 paying customers so far. We have a growing list of schools interested in exploring us for the next year. We would love your help in spreading the word by means of introductions with schools, parent-teacher organizations, and partnerships. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Mudita Singhal, and let's make it easy to remember who the child was at this point in their life. Thank you.
Hi, I'd love to tell you about L Capital, the women-owned quantitative hedge fund. So it was founded by me. My name's Elle Kaplan, and I'm the Chief Investment Officer. I come to L Capital with decades of Wall Street experience, having worked in investment banking, sales and trading, and as a repeat entrepreneur, I founded my first company in 2010, which I serve as chairwoman of and is still a successful going concern. My co-founder is John Adkins. He has degrees in math and computer science and also decades of Wall Street experience doing quantitative research. We're supported by a part-time team of a COO, administrative staff, and investor relations staff. We also are honored that Howard Morgan, one of the co-founders of Renaissance Technologies, sits on our board. We're a team that takes ESG quite seriously, both in terms of our internal build-out and the investments we seek to include in the portfolio. We built a quantitative hedge fund that we think is really unique. It has stock-like returns with long-term bond-like risk. It has a Sharpe ratio of over 1.4%, and it uses human behavior to make buy and sell decisions. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how we do that. So, what we do is we look at investor psychology and we create math and computer code around that to form our algorithms. The L Capital Fund has over 20 unique algorithms. And without giving away too much, let me give you an example of one such algorithm where we say when human behavior tends to exhibit greed, we can go long technology stocks. And when it tends to exhibit fear, we'll go long utility stocks. And when it's not exhibiting one way or the other, the algorithm might choose to sit out in cash. So using our fear versus greed example, we have an asset to go long in and one to go short in. And if we think the market's positioning the other way, where it's feeling very fearful, well, we can also reposition our algorithms in terms of its long and its shorts. So Using that, we partnered with best-in-breed custodians, banks, and law firms to build a fund that we think will be very large one day. And as we increase in AUM, we have an ambitious plan to add additional team members. We invite you to please get in touch. We're passionate about adding to the world of women-owned quant funds, of which there are so few. The stats are of the thousands of hedge funds that exist, just 80 are women-owned. So we're very proud of L Capital, and we invite you to email or call so we can tell you more about all of the special things we're doing.
Hi, my name is Manali, and I'm a wannabe tree hugger. I would love to be the person who lives a plastic-free lifestyle, composts their food waste, and takes 3-minute showers. But I'm not, because doing those things is difficult and inconvenient. And I'm not alone. 73% of consumers want to reduce their personal impact on the environment, but don't, because it's hard. That's why I started Palm. Our mission is to facilitate an effortless transition to a sustainable lifestyle through a suite of products and services. And we're starting with food waste composting. If food waste were a country, it'd be the 3rd largest emitter of greenhouse gases. Composting food waste prevents it from going to landfills, where it produces methane, a greenhouse gas that's 80 times more potent than CO2. Fortunately, our cities have realized this and are taking action. By 2024, 20% of households will have municipal curbside composting, and states will begin fining residents for not properly disposing of food waste. Cities are doing their part, but we are not. Participation rates in curbside composting are only 10%. Why? Because collecting food waste means having a bin in your kitchen that looks like this, and dealing with the smell of rotting food and breakdown of compostable bags. 37 customer interviews led me to a realization. True compost veterans keep their food waste in the fridge to prevent odors and bag breakdown. To test this, I took a mini fridge for skincare products and retrofitted it for food waste. 5 household tests concluded in rave reviews, so I created the Palm Bin. It's the first countertop bin that uses low-energy cooling technology to keep food waste cold so it doesn't smell, while also preventing the compostable liner from breaking down. The Palm Bin also tracks waste diversion, so we can quantify methane reduction and share that with our users. Those features, combined with its no-touch empty mechanism, makes it the easiest, cleanest, most rewarding way to collect food waste for composting. We're focused on the 26 million urban professionals living with municipal curbside composting and plan to sell the Palm Bin for $250 for a potential revenue of $6.5 billion and $624 million ARR from the subscription to our compostable liners. We're launching an Indiegogo campaign in March, but our main focus is selling Palm Bins through B2B partnerships. Apartment complexes and office spaces can save up to 75% on their trash bill by composting. Tech companies with work from home can better reach ESG goals by providing a Palm Bin reimbursement program. Keeping food waste cold is simple and effective. Our competitors have a different approach. They grind and dehydrate food waste into tiny bits that still need to be composted and will rehydrate when watered. But despite being extremely energy intensive and at a price point twice of the Palm Bin, our most prominent competitor has sold 100,000 units and raised $7 million on Indiegogo, proving that consumers are ready to spend in this space. My team has a wealth of knowledge and experience designing and building hardware products and launching highly successful crowdfunding campaigns. We would love for you to join us in our mission by providing introductions to potential partners or by simply joining our waitlist. Thank you.
Everybody has goals. That's how we get ahead in life. Yet we fail 91% of the time. Meet Matt, whose doctor gave him a strict diet plan so that he can get his blood sugar under control. But he has a group of friends who like to go out to eat very often. Matt has a hard time keeping up with his plan. Meet Alice, who enrolled in an online program and boot camp so that she can get a job with a better pay. Even though with 10,000 others enrolled in the same class, none of them she can see or talk to. She just didn't seem to get herself to stick to the schedule and make some progress. They have the same problem many of us have: lack of social network where they can get accountability and support for their personal goals. Meet Clickery, a safe space where you can easily find people who share the same goals, who understand the ups and downs of pursuing the same goals as yours. On Clickery, users can join groups of people with similar interests. They can also create their own unique cliques and invite others to join. Going beyond human interactions, we're also providing hyper-personalized nudges and prompts, progress analysis and predictions, backed by natural language processing and behavioral algorithms. This is enabled by a highly skilled and agile team with 50 plus years combined in tech, consumer, media, mobile, AI, and gaming. I'm the founder and CEO. I'm a 2,000 founder and a seasoned operator. I led teams build products that touch millions of users. Our business model will be freemium, monthly subscription, and revenue share from premium cliques led by coaches, instructors, and creators. Learning from our initial campaign results, we're going to double down on our strategy of posting to online health and wellness groups with possible partnership with college students. There are three essential elements in achieving goals: accountability, progress tracking, and knowledge sharing. There are products out there do really well providing one or two features. Clickery is uniquely positioned to capture all three. We are at the beginning. The global health and fitness app market will reach $30 billion in 2030. The e-learning market will reach $476 billion by the end of 2032. Our number one priority next year is to provide our users the value we promise. We are on a mission to help people live better lives. Our ask is introduction to these two researchers. We will love them to be our advisors. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lady Ofori. I'm the founder and CEO of Hunter Labs Technologies. My company helps financial services companies retain and engage better with their self-directed millennial investors. I spent 12 years as an investment executive with global asset and wealth management firms, and during that time also qualified as a CFA charter holder and a CAI charter holder. And although I enjoyed helping pension funds and wealth managers select investment solutions for their programs, I identified a wider problem and wanted to solve a solution to help close the gap. Rapid innovation has led to the democratization of investing and money management. Over the past 3 years alone, we've seen more than 25 million new brokerage accounts being opened in the US. And this is largely driven by millennials as they grow in affluence and as their preference for investing and money management styles shift to self-direction. But now they've become disengaged from the goals of financial services companies, making it harder for financial services companies to retain loyalty to their platforms. From the market research we conducted, we know that millennials are simply overwhelmed by the data in a time-constrained world and must find it very difficult to stay on top of the many investing and money management apps they have signed up to. We've solved these problems with an AI-powered platform, which does two main things. Number one, simplify investment-related research and company fundamentals. And number two, provide a holistic wealth intelligence on aggregated investment and money accounts. Our solution easily embeds on existing tech stacks of financial companies with adaptable user interfaces, which makes it easier for the financial services companies to create branded new user experiences that aligns with personalized solutions for the millennial and a more engaged client. As a company, we've had great success with investors and clients and have revenue aligned relationships with other business partners, one of which is Sinastro, a fintech who provides us access to more than 2,000 individual investors and brokerage platforms in the US. Our target clients are the 54,000 financial services companies in the US initially, who oversee more than $7 trillion of non-discretionary assets, and we generate revenue through our API-metered pricing system, which is designed to provide a minimum of $1.16 per user per month on average, assuming 6 API connection points. And our initial client and revenue targets are achievable. I am backed by a strong team of professionals looking at growth, product, and software development. Together, we're making sure that financial services companies do not fall into the trap of not being able to grow with their millennial clients. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Bridget Leslie, CEO of IEP and Me. We are an edtech company empowering teachers, students with individualized learning needs, and their families. Back in 2015, I was the only special educator for our middle school. I worked in 10 classrooms each day, managing more than 30 students with learning disabilities, each with an IEP or individual education plan. IEPs are 20 to 30 page legal contracts between the schools and the families. And they're confusing, only provided on paper or PDF, and it's just not working. There are tens of millions of students in our schools with learning and language differences, and this government-mandated space gets lots of funding while also being a significant weak spot for schools and districts. Within just the first few years of our growth plan, IEP and Me has a multi-billion-dollar market opportunity, and it just grows from there. So what do we do exactly to solve these problems? Well, first, IEP and Me demystifies the IEP document. Our understandable interactive IEP enhances and supports the individualized education experience. We also bring all differentiated learning plans on one platform: IEPs, 504 plans, and MLPs, or multilingual learning plans. We are paid for by schools and districts on a yearly subscription model with the opportunity to add on curriculum and professional development. But oh no, school sales, you say? Yes, we know. This is one reason we are free for parents to use and invite teachers to join them. We can evangelize users to encourage district participation, which we've seen work well for other edtech companies, and we can create equitable access for families. It's a win-win. IEP and Me is not an outdated software compliance tool. We're not a nonprofit or D2C model, and we're not an IEP data analysis tool. We allow educators to feel confident in providing accommodations and supports for all their students. We bring the whole team together and let students be an integral team member. And we clarify and make usable the IEP 504 and MLP documents and processes for all stakeholders. We have officially launched in our pilot schools with hundreds of educators, students, and parents on our platform daily, and they are loving IEP and Me. I started this company to solve the problems I experienced for a decade as an educator. With the experience of myself, Mark, and Coretta, we have the definition of founder market fit. The pilots are running. We've launched for parents just a week ago with a 20% conversion rate from our parent waitlist, and we have strong partnerships, including with understood.org and New Schools. In the next 12 months, we're working towards our 23-24 compliance software goals, our sales, user, and revenue goals, and we would love support in building out school partnerships and your word-of-mouth support within your network. Thank you for your time, and we'll be in a school near you very soon.
Do you remember the moment you discovered that you are no longer a child? You're a full responsible adult for your actions and where you learn them from. Do you remember singing a song so passionately? And singing that song passionately was the only way out from where you are internally. But still, the song, the character, the movie don't fully speak to you. There are only 200 animation studios worldwide. Not enough content that would cover the diverse communities. My name is Sama, and I am the founder of Medina Papel. where we are committed to create content, characters, and hire diverse and inclusive teams. It all started because of my story. I wanted to be my true self, an immigrant, a woman of color, spiritual, bisexual, independent, an entrepreneur. I couldn't find that anywhere in the media or animation world, so I created my own. And a whole community formed itself around it, so many people could relate to and understand its language too. We want to support the LGBTQ, BIPOC, marginalized, and immigrants communities. And of course, animation lovers. I mean, the international animation market today, by 2023, will turn into $391 billion. 30% from the leaders and directors in Hollywood are minorities, and it's still growing. As you can see, the team can speak for itself. Each one of us has their own story that they want to hear and see. Join the dance with your support and collaboration. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aditi Nair. I'm the CEO and co-founder of iFocus Health. We are creating an AI-driven, patient-controlled precision brain health, starting with ADHD. A few years ago, when my son was diagnosed with ADHD, I realized that in order to know which treatment will work for this impactful condition, I need to rely on the question, how was your concentration today? It's like guesswork. I learned that I'm not the only one dealing with this. 60% of the kids drop treatment. We knew we had to find a solution, and the solution is in our eyes. Our eyes are actually a window to our brain. We are creating a tool that will make it possible to know which treatment is working and much more. It's simple to use because it's using the webcam we're all using every day. It's reassuring for the parent and efficient for the clinician. Why eye tracking? Have a look at this video. This is how a high schooler that has ADHD reads without their medication. Look at how hard they're working. This is what it means to just try harder. And this is the same person with their medication. It's a huge difference. We're taking this information with exclusive eye tracking technology and our proprietary AI algorithm and creating a report that you and I can understand, as well as any healthcare provider. And that's just the first step. Just knowing which treatment works is a huge step. But then we'll collect the data and be able to predict which medication you should start with. And there's no limit to working only with ADHD. We can help patients that have depression, bipolar disorder, and much more. However, even just the ADHD market is huge. $120 billion in cost of illness. However, the surprising point is that most of this cost is not for treating ADHD. It's for what happens when you don't treat ADHD well enough. We're tapping to this $50 billion market. iFocus is a subscription product. Addressing a population of 12 million people, the potential ARR is $4 billion. And this is a rapidly growing market. Who will pay? Parents will pay because we want to know that our child treatment is working. Down the line, providers will pay because they want to save cost and serve more patients. We have a very strong team with expertise in data science and machine learning, product development, experienced founders, and regulatory experts. We're planning to launch in January and have revenue by mid-2023. We have data from over 80 participants in our study, an agreement with clinics serving 4,000 patients per month to join our beta. Thank you very much, and we're happy to talk with anyone. And if you know any angel investors that might be interested to talk with us, please point them in our direction. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maddie, and I'm the CEO and founder of Kaya. Kaya is a next-gen peer support platform for teens. The country is facing a national crisis in the teen mental health space right now, according to the Surgeon General. In fact, 1 in 3 teens is suffering from hopelessness, persistent feelings of sadness and depression, according to the CDC. Teens are more isolated than ever, both pre-COVID and post-COVID, due to dynamics on social media and online and social isolation due to COVID. And in addition to this, we're facing a national shortage of 250,000 behavioral health specialists across the country, leaving massive wait lists at most teen mental health clinics across the country. Furthermore, even if this was an option, therapy is too expensive for most teens. So what are we going to do about it? Well, Kaya is actually revolutionizing the system of care by creating a universally accessible peer support platform that is really credentializing a new diverse workforce of these college-age peers, older teens, that have the skills that are trained by us with the skill sets to provide essentially evidence-based skills and support to these younger teens and through groups. We're seeing a $26 billion opportunity for the youth mental health space with a fairly high lifetime value. We're seeing if we can create that therapeutic alliance with teens, a high retention rate and engagement across the population. We're enabling a very affordable service compared to what the alternatives are today. Today, the average price of therapy can be anywhere from $150 to $200 an hour out of pocket. And that's providing them 1 session a week. Whereas for Kaya, we're offering 4 sessions a month plus one-on-one check-ins for $89 a month at just around a $22 price point per session. What is this doing? This is increasing the accessibility of emotional support to so many teens that have been left behind. We're tackling a couple different channel partners to distribute Kaya services. First and foremost, because we're an experimental wellness company, we have to go through self-pay first in order to iterate and operate our programming. This means parents will be paying upfront in the membership structure as described, and will be reaching those parents through creative partners such as ed tech partners that currently already serve these teens, mental health clinics who have a shortage of resources and therapists that might want to offer some subclinical teens, some teens with only mild and moderate stress, the opportunity to actually try a lower cost, more down-to-earth service. Help us develop our partnerships both on the supply and demand side. And what does this look like? On the supply side, we're recruiting teens age 18, 22 from top universities in pre-psychology programs. Now, on a demand side, we're looking for introductions to both healthcare institutions as well as creative partners within the teen organization space, as well as parent PTAs directly. We're looking to get the word out as broadly as possible to enable that all teens have access to Kaya.
I'm Pian, founder and CEO of Emotions. Emotions help managers and teams improve efficiency and engagement. I'm originally from a village in China. The internet changed my life by giving me access to information and applying to schools in the US. I wanted to change other people's lives with the internet. I got my master's in sociology from Yale. After Yale, I started working in tech as a product manager. I struggled early on in leading teams and building relationships with colleagues and managers, and I wanted to help people with similar needs. There are millions of people who are experiencing burnout every month and quitting every month. One of the top reasons that they're quitting and experiencing burnout is they have a bad manager. Especially in remote and hybrid settings, it's even harder to build relationships and manage teams. And we know that programs like emotional intelligence can improve relationships and improve productivity. We're building a product with interactive practices, instant feedback, and insights from experts to help managers and their teams be more effective by mastering skills like emotional intelligence and leadership skills. One of our example customers is an engineering manager from Oracle. He was stressed out because he had unhappy employees. After using our product, he changed how he did one-on-ones, and he got more support from his team, and his team is happier and more productive. We are tapping into a $300 billion workplace training industry, and we're starting by tackling 10% of the tech industry. We want to provide something that's more accessible 24/7 and more affordable than one-on-one coaching. We also want to provide something that's more available and personalized and interactive than passive content like YouTube videos. Business model-wise, people can try our product for free. They can also pay for a subscription to access our products, unlimited content and videos, and personalized insights. And they can also pay extra for coaching and workshops and assessment. I'm working on this product with a team of engineers and designers from places like Ticketmaster. I worked as a product lead in the companies like Ticketmaster, Priceline, and GoDaddy in the past 10 years. We have got more than 600 beta users, more than 60 paying customers, and we're kickstarting with our first B2B customer at a tech company with more than 40 of their managers, and we're going to expand from there. We're inviting you to join this journey to help every organization around the world to be more productive and have high-performing teams, and help every professional reach their potentials. Visit amotionsinc.com and try our product.
Welcome to Aura, where wellness meets wealth management. Currently, Americans are severely underinvested and experiencing financial anxiety at exorbitant rates. 77% say they're stressed about their financial situation, half of Americans making over $100K are living paycheck to paycheck, and current one-size-fits-all set-and-forget approaches do little for managing financial anxiety. Hi, my name is Kelsey Block, and I'm the co-founder and CEO. When I graduated college, I had $150,000 of student debt and massive financial anxiety. I used the power of investing to counteract my student loan interest rate and pay off debt faster. I spent 6 years at Goldman Sachs and ended up leaving the firm to help users create healthy access points to investing and learn to work smarter, not harder. My business partner, Courtney Carden, was a prior attorney turned certified money coach who was on a mission to build a Duolingo for financial literacy. Together, we learned this wasn't a problem about access or education, it was emotional and behavioral. So that's why we decided to build Aura, a wealth engagement platform where wellness meets wealth management. Meet Asai. She is an aggressive saver and an anxious investor. She's 29 years old, making $100K living in Boulder in a tech job, and has significant savings on the sideline and is anxious about putting them to work. However, she's eager to get started. So that's why we built Aura, where we offer values-based investing to align your investments with your beliefs and achieve your goals, gamified education so you're rewarded along the way, and personalized coaching so you don't feel alone. So why now? Anxiety is at an all-time high with rising inflation, soaring debt, and a looming recession. Our market size is massive. It's a $4.8 billion market as there are 34 millennials making over $100K. Our market is also expected to reach $3.43 trillion by 2030. Our business model is simple. It is $144 a year for access to our platform, and we charge a management fee of 1% for balances over $10K. Our go-to-market is already off to the races. We're offering organic growth, financial literacy content, and workshops. Our longer-term vision is D2C to B with the employee benefits, brand partnerships, and academic partnerships. Our 2 blogs have 4,000 subscribers across and a 60% average open rate. We have 80 paid customers, 260 individuals currently on the platform, and 1,400 on our waitlist. Every time we've opened up the waitlist, it's booked same day. We also have 2 B2B partnerships with Visible Hands and FYC Labs. We sit at the intersection of social and passive investing. We want to create healthy conversations around money while also having our users practice responsible investing. Our users are loving it. They're checking it 5 to 6 times a day, saying it's a game changer, improving their mental health and exactly what they need right now. We have a team of experts. Haley Jones is our designer, Simon Blanchard, who is a behavioral psychologist from Georgetown, specializes in finance, and Justin Fortier, who is our CTO, has 14 years building consumer apps. We're on our way to our first 100 paid customers by the end of Q4 and expect to reach our first 100K in ARR by next year. Thank you so much for your time. Look forward to hearing from you.
I'm CEO of Credit Click, and we're building Credit Karma for Africans. I spent my early childhood in Nigeria where I first had saw my mom and classmates struggle to access credit products. For my mom was struggling to access working capital to expand her business, and for my classmates was struggling to access capital to study abroad. For a very long time, I thought it was an access to capital problem. We just learned to start crowdfunding fees with my co-founders Eve and Annie to help international students gain access to capital. But along the way, we learned that it wasn't an access capital problem, but rather it was a personal finance one. Consumers don't understand what financial products they qualify for or what they could do to best position themselves to qualify for one. They didn't understand how financial institutions use credit scores to underwrite them. To test my thesis, I created a Twitter poll with a sample size of 17 people, of which 70% said they didn't know credit scores existed. At Credit Click, our mission is to enable prosperity by providing Africans with a 360-degree overview of their personal finances. We offer free credit scores, identity monitoring, and curated products to help our members make informed financial decisions and put money back in their pockets. Here at Credit Click, I run sales, and last summer I entered for Bank of America Securities. Annie does tech, and he was ranked top 3 coder in Africa out of 12,000 coders. And Eve does products, and last summer she entered for Deloitte. Africa currently accounts for 16% of the world's population and has 456 million bank accounts. But we're starting with Nigerians, home to 200 million people, an opportunity to offer curated products from the partner 900 plus financial services and make them available to our members, putting money back in their pockets. Until now, Credit Click could have not been possible due to the lack of unique identification numbers. But in 2014, the CBN introduced the BVN, of which banks were required to adopt them for every single account holder. Today, 56 million people have BVNs and it's growing. Those 56 million people can have access to Credit Click today to unlock financial prosperity. We see an opportunity here to pioneer free credit scores in Africa, just like Credit Karma has done in North America and the UK. We're rolling out our free credit scores right now and looking to add identity monitoring in Q1. If Credit Click is something that you find exciting, the team and I would love to chat. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ivana Youssef, and I am the founder and CEO of Comfortably Travel, and we are your DIY concierge. I grew up in hospitality. My mom was a hospitality department head. My family was in hospitality. I majored in hospitality, and then I spent 12 years in the industry, including events for Google and Salesforce and planning travel for execs, including Fortune 500 founders. I loved it. But when I traveled personally, getting flights and hotels were easy, but it was a nightmare to find amenities that match my specific needs. I have flown with cat litter in my suitcase, shown up at multiple closed restaurants that Google swore were open. The hotel did not give me a microwave, and they gave me a ridiculously tiny fridge. Research shows that I'm not the only one struggling to find personalized amenities. 70% of hotel searches are for a specific kind of amenity. 62% of travelers get stressed when they forget an item and have to replace it. And the unexpected also happens, leaving them in complete chaos to fix it. So I decided to create Comfortably Travel. We help you easily find the amenities and vendors you need. We offer a hyper-personalized and curated experience for less money than hiring professional help. And we go further with features like a shareable travel profile to let anyone know your preferences, ways to discover new amenities, and special perks from our vendors. And we ensure our recommendations are personalized to you. We have great tech on the back end as well. We use APIs to extract only great vendor data and source information from social media. We ensure your recommendations are personalized to you, and we order our results using context-based tags that show you faster if an amenity is a match. We're tackling the personalized travel market, which is fueled by everyday millennials wanting better access to amenities. To grow, we plan to create a brand ambassador program using social media influencers, partner with employee benefit marketplaces to target remote workers, and connect with property management companies like Airbnb. Our pricing model starts from $3 a month up to $8 with added features, and our vendors pay a commission of 10% of services and products purchased on our platform. To date, we have 1,000 curated vendors and 2 brand ambassadors with a reach of 55,000 followers. We plan to launch in January 2023. Our competitors are large database companies and companies that plan full itineraries, and we offer the best of both worlds by intelligently curating amenities for your trip. Our company has a lean team, myself with 12 years of industry experience in a previous hospitality startup, my CTO who has a technical background from Stanford and worked with multiple data science startups like Cytobank and Immunoscape. We have Jenny Lawton, our amazing advisor and the former COO of Techstars, and we're supported by our outsourced tech dev team from Brentwork. Our mission is to give access and ease so you can travel in comfort. If you'd like to join us as a partner, advisor, or investor, we'd love to speak to you. Please reach out. Thank you.